So here I am with my 8th lecture. In this lecture series, as you know, I am discussing about UPSC syllabus of ethics paper. And this I am also in this lecture series I am also talking about other varied terms. So after having discussed the other topical content, here I am with public service values and ethics, public and civil service values and ethics in public admin. You know, one more thing I would like to tell you. All the lectures that I have discussed till now, they make part A of your question paper. From this thing onwards, you are entering into part B. And part B of the question paper में क्या होता है? Case studies होता है. And you know, UPSC paper 60% is case study and 40% is part A. And part A is what? Part A is definition. Sayings, definition. Okay. As I have discussed in my first class itself, that part A and part B both are like simian twins, conjoined twins. They are taking blood, they are taking oxygen from one another. All the definitions that is in part A, you have to bring those definition and those terms in part B, and all the live examples of part B, which forms case study, you have to bring in while explaining part A definitions. Okay, so syllabus is well crafted, as I have told to you in all my lectures. This forms the first portion, or you might say the starting point of your case study questions. Okay, and what is case study? Case study is basically, if I can give you a small preview of case study was originally a pedagogy. Pedagogy मतलब क्या होता है? पढ़ाने का तरीका. Pedagogy of management students in 1950s, particularly in 1958-59, this methodology of teaching students of MBA came to forefront in America, in Ivy League colleges, Stanford, Harvard, Princeton University. Okay, and from then onwards, case study became a norm to teach people, whether in medical side or engineering side or now in bureaucracy. Okay, and case study has certain dimensions as well, which I will be discussing in my later classes. Actually, case study, what is the requirement for a case study is given by Kardos and Smith. I will be taking all these things later on in my classes. So here in public or civil services values and ethics in public administration, see one thing which comes to my mind always, हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? तुम क्या बोलते हो? यूपीएससी का एग्जाम दे रहे हैं. यूपीएससी का फुल फॉर्म क्या होता है? यूनियन पब्लिक सिविल सर्विसेज. यार इस पूरे वर्ड में ये एक सर्विस वर्ड है यार. सर्विस का मतलब क्या होता है ये बताओ. लाल बत्ती और ताम झाम और वो सब चीज को हटा दो, फालतू की बात है. सर्विस का मतलब क्या होता है? हिंदी में क्या होता है सर्विस का मतलब? सेवा. यूपीएससी में सेवा वर्ड है यार. तुमको सेवा करना है. यू डू नॉट बिकम मास्टर्स, you become their servant. And this is not something I am speaking from Ramayana, Mahabharata or Gita. Literally, you have to serve people if you really want to become a good officer. Okay, so public or civil services values and ethics in public administration. See, this term ethics I have explained, values I have explained in my earlier lecture. See how all those terms that were in part A of the syllabus, now they are coming directly into your part B of the syllabus. So this is the reason why I tell that part A and part B has to be intertwined. In fact, whole syllabus of UPSC is intertwined to one another. So public और civil services values and ethics in public administration. Public administration भी कई एक प्रकार का होता है. Now we are talking about NPA, new public administration. New public administration में क्या होता है? Where people are regarded as customers and there is laissez-faire. I know these terms would sound very difficult for people who are new, but I cannot help. I have to use this word. Laissez-faire is government, not like Narendra Modi says, not minimum government, maximum governance. So government becomes just a facilitator. This is a French word exactly. I will be coming to these words later on in a very simple and story format. Okay, so now in this syllabus what they are talking about? Status plus problems. From here onwards, your case study questions starts to come up. Then ethical concern and dilemma. I have already told you, ethical concern and ethical dilemma are the starting point of any case study question. Okay? In government and private institutions, laws, rules, regulations and conscience as a source. This again word becomes very, very important. Conscience as a source of ethical guidance. एक कहावत है, a maxim. A country which is very corrupt needs more number of laws, and a country which is least corrupt needs less number of laws. You know, Lao Tse, the thinker of China, what he used to say? He used to say that you just go to a country and you see the number of laws that that country has, and you can really understand what is the corruption or morality level of the people staying in that country. You know, अगर हमारा कॉन्शियसनेस ही अच्छा होगा तो लॉज का क्या जरूरत है? हाँ, तो conscience as a source of ethical guidance. You know, this template becomes the soul of this syllabus. ये पूरे syllabus का आत्मा है. Conscience as a source of ethical guidance. Ethics, while I was describing to ethics was a moral set of principles or a philosophical set of principles. But now they are enlarging the whole definition of ethics, and they are telling that conscience becomes your ethical guide. Okay, so these things are important. What is the difference between ethical dilemma and moral dilemma? I will be discussing in my class. There is difference. When you are in dilemma, you are not in moral dilemma. When you are in moral dilemma, you are not in ethical dilemma. I would be discussing these things in my later classes. So thank you for watching this video.